Hey everybody, hope everybody is doing amazing. I wanted to post this video for you guys because it's perfect for Valentine's Day. I know a lot of y'all are getting ready to look amazing, and this is definitely eye-catching and beautiful. I hope that y'all like it. If you do, please thumbs up and let's begin. So first, I'm going to be taking my MAC Strobe Cream and I'll be applying a little bit all over my face. This will just make my skin look hydrated and glowy. Now I am applying my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NC15. I'll be applying it on my face as well as my neck area because this foundation has SPF, so if I'm on camera or on pictures, my face will look really white even though it is the same color as my skin, but on camera it'll look completely different. So you definitely want to go ahead and blend this down, especially if you're going to be taking any selfies or anything like that. And I am really limited to the products I can use right now because I'm pregnant. So otherwise I would probably use a primer and all that good stuff. But go ahead and blend this out. I'm using a Tarte Cosmetics brush. Next, I'll be using my concealer. I use MAC Studio Finish Concealer Duo because I just love having the two colors. I usually apply the darker tone around my freckles and imperfections, and then I apply the lighter concealer where I can highlight, like under my eyes, right by my mouth, all that good stuff. It's time for contouring, and I am using Max Cream Contour, which they no longer make. I'm so sad about that. But you can use a darker colored foundation to do this. Once I'm finished with any of the creams that I'm using, I'm going to set my foundation using Studio Fix Powder Foundation by MAC, and then I'll move on to the powder products. I always go back with my MAC Sculpt. If this is also a contouring powder, just to make everything look flawless. I do have a full tutorial on contouring if you want to go by and check that out. For my blush, I'm using MAC Dainty. This is a mineralized blush that I love because it really makes my skin appear glowy. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not too much. For my highlight, I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle. Next are the brows. I'm using Anastasia's Dip Brow and I'm applying it with my angled brush. This is by MAC 263. And I do have a full tutorial if you want to go check it out. And I'm just cleaning it up using my concealer and a concealer brush. Then I'm taking my MAC Brow Set to set my brows in place. Now it's time for eyes, and I'm using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot and I'm applying it all over the lid and just a little bit right under the eyes. Now I'm applying my Makeup Forever Cream in White just to really brighten out the eyeshadows that we're going to be using. For this tutorial, we will be using Eyes Lips Face Palette by e.l.f. So here I'm taking a lighter pink tone and applying it right on my crease area and really following the shape of the brow. We're going to be overlapping quite a few pink eyeshadow colors to create a nice transition and also to create a well-blended look. It takes time, but it's definitely well worth it. Now I'm going in with a much darker pink tone and just applying it right over the lighter eyeshadow that we just used and really focusing on the crease area. Now I'm going in with a slightly deeper pink tone, and I know they may seem similar, but they're not. Once it looks all finished, you will see the difference, and you will also see the transition between the colors, and it'll be flawless. I'll be placing a reddish pink color right on the inner and outer corners of the eyes, and also right on the crease area. I'm going in with a fluffy brush and just blending everything out. Now I'm going in with the MAC 219 brush and a black eyeshadow and just darkening up the inner and outer corner, which is very little. You don't want to make this extremely dark unless you want to go for that look, but honestly I just want to darken these areas up to that definition. I get a lot of questions on how I do such perfect blending, and the key is overlapping a lot of colors and not thinking that just because one color might be slightly lighter than another, it's not going to look well or it's not necessary, because as you can see I applied 3 or 4 different pink shades and it's just perfect. So now I'm going to be applying a generous amount of black eyeshadow right under my eyes, and we're going to make this area look really dramatic. And the reason I'm doing this is so that my eyes appear really big and really amazing. I promise you, that's why we left basically the top part or our lids a lot more subtle because this is going to make it look gorgeous. I'm just overlapping the black with the pink eyeshadow, and this is the darker pink that we applied on the lid, and you want to go ahead and just blend these colors out and overlap them. You can go back and add some more black and then add some more pink depending on how dramatic you want it to look, and I always go more dramatic on the outer half. Then I'm really packing on the darker pink right in the inner half and just packing it on with my brush. I'm lining my waterline using my Mirabella black eyeliner. You want to go ahead and make sure you get in between the lashes as well, just so it doesn't look funny and your skin seeps through. I hate when that happens, so I really make sure I take my time here and make sure I get in between those lashes. Then I smudge this out slightly with my MAC 219. Then I go back with some more black eyeshadow and make it even more dramatic. Using a large eyeshadow brush, I'm cleaning up this area using my setting powder and just blending this out just so that there's no harsh lines. For my highlight, I'm using a white matte eyeshadow. For my eyeliner, I'm using MAC Super Slick, and to be honest, it did the job, but it's not my favorite. I wouldn't repurchase this one. But going back to the eyeliner, I'm winging it out quite a bit on the outer, and also I'm bringing it in quite a bit on the inner part of the eyes as well, just so that my eyes look really long. So go ahead and take your time with this. I just felt that the felt tip didn't hold that much product, and it made it a little difficult to really work with it. But overall, you know, I'd probably give it a 6. Then I'm going to be applying my glitter using my MAC Mixing Medium and my MAC Glitter. I'm using a really small brush, and I applied the liner first purposely because it's much easier this way for me. So just make sure you don't get any of the mixing medium on the liner, and then just pack on the glitter little by little. And don't over apply because then it'll just look really messy and over the top. I'm just applying very little at a time. Then I go back with my brush and just blend everything out. You don't have to add any more eyeshadow. And then with my angled brush, I clean up the eyeliner and remove any glitter that might have fallen on it. Now I'm going back with my eyeliner and touching up. For my lashes, I'm using the Amoras number 62 eyelash. I do have a full tutorial on how to apply false eyelashes if you want to go check that out. To create a really dramatic look, I decided to use these Ardell bottom lashes number 112, and I'll be applying those right under my natural lashes, and just take your time. It does get a little uncomfortable in the beginning, but then give it about 10 minutes and you'll get used to it. For my lips, I'm going to create an ombre effect using a pink lip liner. I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to go in with MAC Flesh Pot and blend it out with my finger, and then go back with the lip liner, shade that in, and then add a little bit of lip gloss right in the center just so it's moisturized, because MAC Flesh Pot can be a little drying to the lips. And we're finished. This is the final look. I hope that y'all liked it. Thanks so much for stopping by, taking the time to watch my videos. It means so much to me. If you do try this look out, please send me some pictures on Instagram or Facebook. And if you have the time, go and check out my family vlogs at JennisseMakeup TV, and you can also add me on social media. I'll see you guys really soon. Have a safe and amazing weekend.